Hello, my name is Constanza Pensado and I am a student from 6th semester in Prepatec. For you to get to know me a little bit better, I am a ballet dancer. I have been dancing for a lot of years since I was very young. I really like animals and I really like music. I can tell you I'm a really friendly person, I am really optimistic, and I am really happy with sharing you my evidence of portfolio today. Today I am presenting you my evidence of portfolio from the 3 years I have been here in Prepatec. And also my most relevant competencies that I have developed, which are critical thinking and innovation and creativity. The first competency I want to talk about is critical thinking. I went in 2018 to study a summer abroad to Quebec, Canada. There I took classes of French and history of Quebec and Canada, and the trip was amazing. I met a lot of people that are a really big part of my life right now. I really exercised the competency of critical thinking there because I started noticing the differences between the Quebecois culture and Mexican culture. First of all, in Quebec, they are more close-minded due to the fact that the population that lives there is older people. When I came back to Mexico, I started noticing that in Canada I felt safer, and I started thinking, how could I help Mexico be a safer place? Also, I exercised my critical thinking because in Quebec I had to take important decisions. I was living in an apartment with 5 other girls, and I had to take choices that regarded the apartment, my money, and living by myself. So I also think that way I really put in test my critical thinking. Another way I applied my critical thinking in my high school years was in the political debates. In 3rd semester, we were part of political debates for the history class, and my team was part of the mobility in Jalisco. My team actually won the debates from all generation, and I think this way I also applied my critical thinking because I started noticing the lack of security and also productiveness that the mobility and transport sector in Jalisco has, and I started wondering how could I help this area grow and have more productiveness and safety. My second competency is innovation and creativity. I exercised this competency for all my years of high school, starting from projects and normal classes to the groups I was part of. I was part of student groups like Mosaic and Creando Sonrisas, where we had to create events and activities that help the community and that also were creative for students to join. I also was part of a planilla, the Orange Planilla, and we also had to create events that were creative and had to innovate in how the high school could be better. I also was part of Vivetech, which is a group that creates events for the kids that are just joining Prepatec. Here we had to be really creative. I was part of the first generation of Vivetech, so we were the ones who started this project, and we had to innovate and be creative for all the kids to actually want to join Prepatec. Innovation and creativity is a really valuable competency because you can apply it to almost anything you do in your life. I also applied it to Fiesta de Humanidades for 3 years of my high school and also to Congreso X. Congreso X has been a project I have been part of for the last semester, and it has been one of the most difficult yet most exciting and the best experiences I have ever had. Due to the situation in the world, we cannot develop an actual congress as we planned to, but we are still working in our innovation and creativity skills to develop a nice product for all the students that wanted to be part of Congreso. Being creative is a skill I have really developed, and being innovative has not been left behind. I started 2 little businesses these last 2 years. One of them I sell bracelets, and the other one is a bazaar that helps the environment. So my innovative skills have been put on test a lot also in my personal life. I also think that being creative has been applied to my ballet dancing because I have to work with a lot of other ballet dancers to create amazing shows to put on to people, and this has been work of my creativity. After analyzing my most developed competencies, I have realized and came to the conclusion that these 2 abilities will help me a lot in the future. I want to study communication and digital media and tech, and I think that with being creative, that will help me develop amazing publicity campaigns and also create amazing events, which is also something I want to do in my life. And by having a critical thinking, I will be able to take the best decisions for my future, my career, and my job, and also being able to be an entrepreneur. Additionally, I believe that these competencies and these skills will be helpful in my personal life, like in ballet, and in also my emotions and the way I live my life. Well, thank you so much. I was very glad to present you my evidence of Portafolio and my experience in Prepatec for the last 3 years that have been the most memorable and amazing years of my life. Thank you.
Yo he visto a Constanza en sus años de preparatoria que ha evolucionado de una manera agradable. Me gusta que participe en cuestiones sociales, en cuestiones que le beneficien a su propia preparatoria. Me gusta que tome clases extraescolares que la motiven y pues la veo muy contenta, la veo feliz de que se queda en su TEC de Monterrey.